Hello, good evening, welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel as the two stalwarts, Fox and Bridgman. Evening, gentlemen.
Evening, Ox. Good evening, Bridge. Good evening, listeners.
Good evening to you two guys in the panel. Huge good evening to the guys in the lobby, to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
The question we're asking tonight, Fox, Bridgman, is fish suppers value for money?
No, when you spew them up right now. But generally, yes, they are. I'm like a fish supper, yes.
Yes, I'm quite partial to a fish supper, my good self. What about yourself, Fox?
I was quite partial to them, mate.
Right, okay. Say no more. Say no more.
Oh, you're a cruel man. You're a cruel man.
Well, we're building up to Thursday night. I feel good factor about the club this now with a lot of things happening. Fox, young boys finished yet? Are you still keeping a close eye on it, Fox?
Oh, the game's over now. Rangers 2, Bratislava 0. Goals from Mabudi and young Nathan Coombs sees the young boys take a 2-0 lead over to the return leg. Very good result, and I hope if MD's at the game, they can use a wee phone in and see they can follow up and see what the young boys played like.
Aye, good result, Fox, and once again, hear good things about the youngsters, Bridge.
It's marvellous to hear. You know, it's been a wee while, and we've been waiting for something to happen. We thought it was going to happen maybe a couple of years ago. We thought it was going to happen a bit more, but now it's coming. It's building, and they've got different levels of the youngsters as well that are playing very well. So, yeah, everything's looking good for that. Can only be happy. We can only be happy with that.
Aye, Fox, and it's going to be good. I mean, obviously, people will argue and say we've not anybody in the first team yet, but this is a conveyor belt when it's all pushing up, and once maybe one cracks it, and you start getting the floodgates opening, Fox, if they're good enough.
Well, the young Lewis Mayo played in that game tonight, and he's joined the first team squad. Their starting 11 tonight was Budinakis, Patterson, Maxwell, Mayo and Finlayson, Breen, young Coombs, Miller, Mabudi, Dixon and Kennedy. So that seems to be quite a common lineup for the under-19s, and they're doing very, very well.
Yeah, I agree with that. Absolutely brilliant. And based on the reports you're getting and the general chit-chat about the youth, it's marvellous to listen to. What
about you, Bridge? I mean, I thought I had some influence for the club, but you, the power you hold is ridiculous.
What?
Well, you asked for a game to be on the 16th of November so you could have somewhere to go. And lo and behold, what have the club done, Fox? Put a game on against Wrexham.
Oh yeah.
The Tunnocks.
Is that the youngsters? Is that the full team?
No, the Tunnocks. You get a free Tunnocks when you go in, mate. You like our old Tunnocks, Bridge, man, don't you?
Yeah, no Tunnocks.
Are you a Dunker, Bridge?
So nobody Tunnocks. Just straight in, but digestives, aye.
Custard creams.
Yeah, I'm not too bad. I quite like dunking them, aye. The chocolate ones, I love eating. Too greedy, I just love eating them myself, you know.
What about you, Bridge, Fox, with a Tunnocks? You a Dunker?
No, I'm not a Dunker. Never been a Dunker in my life.
He's a liar, by the way. You can just see him half pissed trying to dunk his Tunnocks wafer. They can't get a wrap now.
Something on the chocolate. Why? Bridge, there you go. Somewhere to go. Hopefully
so what going to tell us? What's the official line?
Well, it was announced today. I'll get it, mate. Let me get it up, mate. Let me get it up, mate. I can only do too many things at once, mate, you know.
You're a magician.
I thought you were a man with influence, you know. I couldn't believe it when I seen that today. I said, Bridge has been on that phone. Here we go. Rangers Colts, Tunnocks, Candle Wafer Cup. What a name, brilliant, isn't it? Quarter-final clash with Wrexham will go ahead next Saturday, the 16th at Ibrox Stadium. And the match will kick off at 3 p.m. The game is £10 for adult. Oh, this is ridiculous. And £5 for concessions. Is there anything used to have to pay full price for?
What sort of crowd do you think they would get for that on a Saturday? That's during the international break, I take it, eh?
Oh, nobody will go then.
10,000
fans will not
and
go. They'll go to
rising,
the international
Fox.
one, wouldn't they?
10,000 and rising, Fox.
Do you think it'd be as much as that?
Aye, I think there'll be an interest. There'll be an interest because people, it's right in the middle of the international break. There'll be people that Bridge, the stadium's open, so they've got to be there. Is that right, Bridge?
In general, you're absolutely right. Unless I'm going on
And
holiday
think
or something
about
like
it.
that, you know.
For a fiver, you can take your granddad to the match. What about that? Take your granddad there.
That's not a bad shout, by the way. Not a bad shout.
You know what I mean? Fox, for a fiver. Take your granddad.
Aye, that's very good price, £5.
Speaking of prices, what did you think of the prices for the League Cup semi-final? Or the Betfred Cup final against them?
As expected, Bridge, but what I will say, let's just say it had been Hibs and Aberdeen, the prices would have been different.
Yeah.
And that's what annoys the support.
Well, we can only blame our own clubs then, because it's them that agreed the price. It wasn't anybody else but them.
Aye, they'll make money out of it, but as for actual support, Fox, they'll be paying it, I would reckon. If that had been us against Kilmarnock in the final, I bet you the seats would have been a tenner cheaper, mate.
Aye, well, it's down to our clubs. We don't mind giving the money to Rangers, but suppose we were expecting it's £50 for a league game, I suppose, and what is it? The dearest seats are 45, so it's not as bad as everybody makes it out to be, you know.
Right, so well, obviously it's quite difficult for some people to take a granddad, but you've got to take somebody with you for a fiver. Who are you taking, Bridge?
That's a good point. I'll invite you along.
You can't take me. I'm far too young. Fox, I've got you doing me all Mac.
Aye.
You take all Mac along?
Aye, of course I will. Aye.
Aye, there we go. For a fiver. Get the crowds up. Everybody have a day out. What do you think? Take your granddad to the match.
I think it'd be really good. And look, I also must say it'll depend on the scores of any games that were previous to that. So our last game is this. Is it Sunday? We play Livingston.
Aye.
Yeah, we play Livingston on Sunday, and if we do well, and fingers crossed that everything's okay, we do really, really well tomorrow night, and then we do really, really well on Sunday. Anything after that, the Bears will turn up. They will turn up for sure. They will. They don't want to turn up after disappointment because it doesn't mean a great deal. Well, you know, but for the sentiment and all the rest of it, they'll turn up. They'll turn up. It's good.
Aye, take your granddad, take the boys, take the kids in for a fiver.
I could take Skipper, by the way. He's just shouting in the lobby at me.
You could take Skipper, yeah. Or Skipper could take you.
Yeah, that's not so bad, actually. Well, I'm not dead sure if Skipper's older than me or not. Although he did look at me the last time, and he says, no.
He'll be in holiday. You'll not be taking them.
Oh, so I'll be in holiday, yeah.
Just leave your tenner with Skipper.
Cool.
You can take him in Cumbrian Bear.
Cool. I'd like to see Cumbrian Bear. I haven't seen him on here for a wee while.
I wish Cumbrian Bear well. He's been off with a bad back, so speedy recovery, Cumbrian.
Cumbrian, one of life's gentlemen's bridge, man, eh?
He is indeed, pal. He is indeed. And you know, I know we were talking about the clawhammer Jake. You know, I get visions of that. You know, you could see him walking about the town with a clawhammer Jake. I'm sorry, guys. That was what a wee while ago. It still strikes a wee smile into me.
It was a skipperism, wasn't it?
Skipperism, that's correct. A skipperism.
With a few names Saturday, skipperism. What a man. What a man. Right, so we'll get an interview for the manager and Ryan Kent, Fox, haven't we?
We do.
So we'll hear that first, and then we'll ask for callers so we don't get interrupted during the interview, because we'll hear what our boss, Stephen Gerrard, MBE's got to say, along with Ryan Kent.
How are the players coping with that kind of pressure, given the tightness of the group?
We don't see it as pressure. We see it as an incredible opportunity to go and put a show on in front of our supporters, and obviously the carrot and the opportunity to beat one of the big names in Europe is more exciting, really, rather than a burden. So it's a game we're very much looking forward to. We know the challenge and the threat what Porto carry, so there's an incredible amount of respect for the team that are coming. Having said that, they're coming to our place, which will be rocking. I'm sure it will. I'm sure the fans are really excited, in a good place and ready to get behind the players. The players, on the evidence of the last couple of days in the preparation, look focused and ready, and it's a game we're very much looking forward to.
Given you've reached a final on Sunday, how much confidence does that go into such a huge fixture like Monday?
Yeah, I just think in general, over the course of the season so far, the players are in a good place, doing ever so well. But when we don't want to be a team or a squad that looks back. Of course, we want to tap into the feeling from the weekend and try and use it as a positive going into this game. But it's very much about focusing on the next 90 minutes in the challenge and trying to carry out our game plan to the best of our ability.
Given that you're going at Ibrox, what do you think fans will bring to this?
I think we all know that, don't we? You're talking about a group of supporters that are up there with the best in the world, and they thrive and love European nights, especially when a big name's in town. I think you've seen that on the night of the Feyenoord game. You've seen it over the course of the 18 months since I've been here. The fans have been incredible. But what I'd say is we need that plus more tomorrow, so I want to try and rev them up.
Stephen, in terms of your team developing in Europe now, do you feel they're more streetwise and know how to handle these occasions better? You can see that growth in terms of the way they go on and approach the game.
I think if you look at our record in Europe, I think the players deserve to be praised on it. There's been the odd occasion, of course, where we would have liked the game management or the intelligence to be a bit better, i.e. the young boys away performance. There's also been the odd occasion where games have been in the balance at Ibrox, and we've tried to urge them to be a little bit more bold and brave to go and try and take maximum points, knowing that maybe a point's not enough. But we've got enough experience within the group to know and to get messages on if and when we need to adapt within the game. And I think that's the difference in Europe. Games can change very quickly, and it is slightly different to domestic. So it is important that the players think whilst they're out there and don't get caught up in the game, if you like.
How key is that going to be now that you're into the second half of this group and it's very tight in game management, and whether to know whether to stick to the point or win certain goal?
Well, I think when the group was named, or whenever you're in a group situation, you've always got to look to take maximum points at home. So the idea is always to try and be aggressive at home, but you have to do it with a certain level of control, because you have to obviously respect the quality and the dangers of the opposition and take into consideration what maybe their game plan might be. But nothing changes whether it's the first half of the group or the second half of the group. When it comes to home games, we want to be front foot, and we want to try and get this crowd with us as early as we can, because that's when we feel like we're at our best, when the place is pumping and all the players are playing on the front foot.
Do you think some teams have underestimated Rangers, and that's maybe a compliment to you, and now that will not be the case going into the second run of games?
I don't know. I think that's a question for other managers and other teams. Look, it's very difficult for me to say. I'm not in their team meetings, I'm not in their presentation, so it's difficult for me to predict how much respect they had for us. But I think one thing's for sure, the general opinion when this group was named was that we'd probably be the whipping boys, or the least favourites to progress, if you like. My job's to try and channel that and use that as a positive within my setup, and that's what we've done. And so far the players have done ever so well, and when you analyse the group properly, we're probably unlucky, or we lack that little bit of game management to be in a better position that we are, if you're honest, because our performance at Young Boys, there wasn't really much wrong with that either.
Steve, just the
huge thing, it's not just in the group, but in the evolution of your team. If you can follow up the impressive performance you had in Porto as well.
Yeah, I think we want to just keep continuing to grow and improve and keep proving to people that we're a good team. I think Porto coming here, if we can find the level of performance we did away from home with our fans behind us, it gives us a good chance of getting a positive result. That's the only focus we need to really concern ourselves with. We know the challenge. We know it'll be very tough, but the players are in a good place and they're ready to go and face it.
When you look back to last season's campaign, obviously very competitive in that. What do you think you need to get over the line maybe this time?
I think throughout the whole group campaign, it's normal that you're going to need a little bit of luck. Of course it is, but I think we need to find that level of consistency that's needed to finish in the top two. Winning your home games gives you a fantastic chance. This is the second one we've had. I think it'll give us a better idea after this game where we sit and what level of control we've got. If we win the game, it gives us puts us in a fantastic position with 2 games to go. Last year it felt as if we were grinding a little bit more and trying to hang on in certain games. I do believe personnel wise we're in much better shape than we was 12 months ago. I'm in a position now where it's difficult to pick an 11. And when I do actually make my mind up on a certain 11, especially like tomorrow, I know I'm going to have good players and good quality behind me if and when I need to change the game. I don't think I had that luxury last year.
So in terms of the teams, both teams are very balanced. You have 4 points, so it's a very important game for both. So what do you expect to be standing out for the game?
I think we realise the importance of the game and the stage of the group that we're at. I think a defeat for either team could be quite damaging. So yes, we respect the opposition. We respect the importance of the game and where the group's set and the other points around the group. But we want to try and take the advantage of being at home with our supporters with us to help us take maximum points, which would put us in a fantastic position with 2 games left.
So, but what do you expect from Oporto tomorrow?
Okay. I think very similar to the first game. I don't think the personnel will be much different. I expect them to come and play a similar style in terms of possession, in terms of playing with four exciting players in the front 4 who can really hurt us. But I expect them to be positive. I don't expect a defensive style from Porto. But it's very difficult to predict because they're the decisions from the opposition manager. He needs to decide what his game plan is. We need to be ready for both. But for me, the majority of my focus needs to be on me and our team and our plan. And that's what we've prepared for.
You said before the Porto game, the last Porto game, that you recognized Porto were a favourite in the group. Is this still the case to you? And the second question, you mentioned the advantages. What do you expect from Porto, and what are the weaknesses you think Porto will have?
Yeah, I don't think the situation's changed just because the 1-1 result. I think there will be huge pressure on Porto to win the game tomorrow. There'll be huge pressure on Porto to finish top of the group. I don't think that's going to change. So, but that doesn't affect what we're going to do. We just need to focus on us. If other people want to predict or say we're favourites or they're favourites, that's out of our control. We just need to focus on what we're trying to do within the 90 minutes.
You listed the strengths of Porto in your previous answer. It's asking what I think are the weaknesses.
I don't think it makes sense for me to talk about opposition weaknesses from an individual or a collective point of view. As I say, they've got top quality players. They come with a big reputation, so from Rangers' point of view, we have nothing but respect. But of course, every team in the world has strengths and weaknesses, but I don't think it's very clever to give them away in a press conference 24 hours before a game.
Okay, what can you ask?
You know the squad again after Sunday?
Yeah, all fine, all good. There's only Jordan Jones who is not available for selection, and obviously the lads that wasn't named in the original 22, but everyone's fine.
Morelos did really well and he seemed to peel off the Marcano's side. How impressed were you the way he handled Marcano and Pepe?
I've been impressed with Alfredo across the board all season. I think you've only got to look at his goals and his numbers. He scored a fantastic goal out there and had a few other chances as well. The keeper obviously made a world-class save again. Alfredo's in a good place. He's really looking forward to this challenge tomorrow. But we won't be giving anything away in terms of what we'll be looking to do or areas we'll be trying to exploit. I just don't think that makes any sense. But Alfredo's in a fantastic place and it's a game he's really looking forward to.
Greetings. Just a question, something that the Portuguese team considers quite strongly. Porto has never won Rangers when playing at Ibrox in the past. And will you motivate the team, use this part of history as part of your strategy to motivate the team for a win?
No, history is history. For me, what's important is the future and the 90 minutes. I don't think I'll need to use any kind of history to motivate the players. They're playing a huge team, full of quality players. We all want to be involved in European football. The supporters do, so we just want to obviously put in a performance that matches the occasion.
Right. How have you been potential maybe minutes fit?
I'd probably say I'm getting closer. Probably not 100% fit yet, but if 90 minutes is required, then I think I'm capable of doing that now. So.
For moments like this, for games like this, is this maybe what sees your decision to stay with Rangers?
Yeah. Obviously Rangers being Rangers was one of the things that got me back here, but playing on a European stage, it's a special feeling for footballers, especially at Ibrox. The atmosphere that's created is massive, so I feel like that gets the best out of me, of my ability, playing on a Europa League stage. So.
How do you feel the team's performances have stepped up in the last 12 months, given the failure to go into the last 32, but into your performances even recently, how much you say as a squad really stepped it up?
I think the performances improved massively on last season. Going into this season, the squad's improved all around. These players in every position now that can, step up into the pitch, whether you're in the starting 11 or not, and do a good job. Especially recently, I think, the performances have been excellent all around the pitch, both defensively and going forward. Creating lots of chances, and I think teams are realising that now. I think even in Europe as well. So
Porto playing against them a couple of weeks ago. Does that give you confidence that you can go and get the 3 points tomorrow night?
Yeah, I think we're a bit cautious going into the game, but I think we excelled in the second half. We came out and put it to them straight away, put them on the back foot, and I think on the back of that result, they'll come here, and I think going into that game, we've got a lot of confidence now because we've shown what we can do up against them.
Now, if you go out tomorrow night and try and put them in the back foot and put the crowd behind you, is that exactly the type of environment that you feel you'll thrive in specifically?
Yeah, I think we've thrived in them circumstances a lot before. If we can start the game off the right foot and the fans get behind us, then we're capable of getting the result that's required. So.
Right, just a shift in mentality at all that you maybe feel that this squad of players compared to last season are maybe more capable of handling the bigger occasion?
Yeah, I think probably both mentally and no discredit to who was ever here last season, but the quality's there this season. There's a lot more confidence, hunger's there, and just belief that we can go and achieve something this season. I think the key thing's not not coming up against teams and fearing them from prior to the game, and in the game it's just whoever steps up on the pitch has got to go and deliver.
Ryan, you arrive with a big price tag to play in games like these. Do you feel any pressure to deliver on the biggest stage?
I think there's an element of pressure in every game that I play in. Number one, playing for Rangers is pressure alone. You're expected to go and deliver out on the pitch, and give the fans, what they want. Me personally, I give myself challenges for every game. I expect myself to go and put in good performances every game. So, I treat every game the same.
Ryan, on Sunday you seem to be getting the sort of freedom to go and top it up forever. How do you think your relationship's building?
It's getting better and better. I think it's been a little bit stop-start this season, obviously due to my injuries, but we're still building the same relationship that we had last season. And it's down to me to go and deliver him chances for him to put away, because he's in good form at the moment in front of goal.
You mentioned the second half performance in Porto. For the first 20 minutes after half time, it just seemed like Rangers were playing through it well. You're almost surprised by how much space you're getting.
I think that was sort of our game plan going into that game. In the first half we was sort of getting used to their setup, and then second half we got together at half time. Second half we came out and just sort of had more freedom in our style of play. Once we realised that we can create chances and get at them, then the game opened up more. We was unfortunate not to put away a couple more chances. So.
Well, thanks for that, Fox. Stevie G playing his cards very close to his chest, Bridgeman, eh?
Yes, and he's dangling bait all over the place there, trying to draw them in. He's a wonderful speaker. And by the way, congratulations to young Ryan Kent. I thought he did very, very well there. No issues, never created any issues for himself. Come out and said what he feels, and it's done down quite well, I think. I'm very happy with it. But our manager, touch of class.
No real clues, Fox, of how we're going to set up tomorrow night if we're looking for any. The old I'm no getting in the way on here. Why would I? Correct.
Aye, quite correct. I take it that was a foreign journalist asking him those questions. Can I ask one? Why do they need to have such loud cameras when they're asking the questions? That clicking gets right on your nerves, doesn't it? They don't get a silencer for a camera.
Good silencer.
Bridgeman, if you can get a friendly put on for a Saturday, any chance you can get that sorted?
We'll have a word.
It's absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the manager and Ryan Kent are sitting at a table with a sponsors board behind them. How many pictures do they need?
Well, it depends, mate. But you think one photo would be suffice, wouldn't you?
Absolutely incredible.
Right,
I don't understand why they can't run a video and hand the video out, if you follow what I mean, and let them choose the photographs of it. But then everybody do the same photo, wouldn't they? That's different.
Why could they not take the photographs at the start of the interview, stop the photographs, have the interview? That will make sense, Fox.
That would make sense to me.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good, pal. Aye.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I mean, usual manager speak, mate. I thought he done very well as usual. Answered the questions quite succinctly. Ryan Kent the same way. We've found out that only Jordan Jones will be missing for the 22, so everybody else is fit. That's good news.
It's absolutely fantastic news. I kind of sat back and went, well, that's been we're heading that way, of course. And what do you think with Jordan Jones? Been a few weeks yet? Months?
I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see Jordan in January, mate.
Yeah, that's cool. That'll do me fine, because you've got to build his fitness up, and then get a bit of time under his belt before he's let loose on the Scottish League now.
I think when you have a nasty one, even though it was his own fault, you've got to come back at the right pace. So why rush him? Just get him fit. We've got the fixtures. Well, really, in reality, what we got 7 weeks worth of fixtures. Then we stop. Is that right? Am I fair in saying that, Fox? Come Sunday, roughly, yeah.
Aye, one fixture cancelled today, wasn't it?
Oh, that was a Ross County game, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Because it's the cup finals and is the cup final on the Saturday?
Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday. Sunday. So we're going to be playing Ross County on the Saturday. That's what it was.
Yeah, another game at Ibrox moved. If we come through all these games unscathed, we're going to have some run of games at home, Fox.
Aye, well, we need to get through all the away ones first this side of the year. Some tasty fixtures coming up. None so more than home to Porto on Thursday night. I heard Stephen Gerrard saying he wants the fans to get right behind him. Well, the best way to do that is for Rangers to close them down straight away for the first whistle, and the crowd will be right behind them. We've got to see the effort straight away, I think, on Thursday night. Harass Porto when they're got control of the ball, hopefully to win it back and then counter-attack them.
I didn't read it. Sorry, Fox. I thought you'd finished there, pal. Well, carry on, please.
No, I'm not finished.
All right, okay. I was going to say, I actually read it slightly different from you. I read it that the manager was asking the fans for no booing and get right behind the team, irrespective. Just get behind the team and cheer them on. But definitely no booing.
Where did the booing bit come from, Rich?
No, I'm saying because that's what happened. He heard. Remember a couple of weeks ago, Tavernier was getting a bit booed.
That was a Motherwell fans that were
Yes, I know. No, it doesn't matter. Our fans were doing it as well, apparently. I didn't hear them, but
I don't believe everything you're told.
I'm not bothered too much. All I was meaning was that he just wants the fans to get right behind him. That's all. And yeah, Fox is right. If we can do that, come out, start on the front foot and all that. But I just think it was slightly different. That was all. Nothing much.
There was a Murrow fans and a big guy with a pom-pom sitting next to JFK.
That's it, yeah, that's it.
But no, I think what he's saying is he wants the fans to stick with the team, Fox, and keep the atmosphere going. Because obviously when the teams come out before the game started, the fans will be up for it, yeah. And as you rightly said, to keep them involvement in the game, you've got to be competing. And as long as the game's there for us to win or compete in, the fans will hopefully stick with the team in.
Well, the atmosphere at European games is usually brilliant, and I don't see Thursday being any different. The fans will get right behind the team, and I think they'll maintain that sort of loud noise and backing through the whole 90 minutes and cheer the team on the best they can.
I agree.
Yeah, 100%, yeah.
I'm absolutely gutted. I can't be there tomorrow night. I think it'd be a special night, Fox.
Well, I'm hoping it's going to be a special night. Get well wrapped up anyway. People going to the game. It's supposed to be cold tomorrow night. So, well, I would think so. I think there's a bit of frost about the night as well later on.
You going to wear that nice new smart number you got?
No, I'll be getting wrapped up, mate.
What's new smart number is this?
Oh, it's a nice wee. I don't know how you would say a puffer jacket. Is that what you call it, Fox?
I don't know. It's just a jacket, isn't it?
Did you buy it for the weekend there?
No, I stole it, mate. I was out all weekend.
Did you buy it especially
for
for
the
it?
right one.
Did you steal it especially for it then?
Aye, I did.
That's what I meant to ask you. How come all your clothes are still got the labels on them?
Don't worry about the labels. It's the security tags I've got to get off in time.
I love it.
So but I think the fans will stick right ways. I think they'll be there, we'll compete. I want us to win the game and hopefully we do, but a draw's no end of the world, so this game could go right to the last minute, similar to the Legia Warsaw game, Bridgeman.
Yeah, absolutely. I personally speaking, I think the fans, I know they want us to win, but I think they want to see Rangers playing the way Rangers can play, and we take the game for there. And if we're unlucky and not get a goal, I know right now I would take a 1-0 win over and above everything. But I want the team to...
Do you know, Bridge, I've got to cut across you. So would that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But fine, that's great. But I think the Rangers fans in general, here we are, we're up against Porto. We played well against them at their ground. Now they're at our ground. And let's see, on top of the form that we've showed over the last couple of games there, here we're ready to sort of rock and roll with them. So let's go out and just show them we can play football and beat them. Just beat them.
Aye, so if people want to join us and give us their thoughts on... we'll put it out there. Well, on the team tomorrow night, what's the number, Bridge?
The number's 0141 356 1972.
And joins at Skype at rangersradio.online. We've brought in a call with old school Blair Fox, and you can join us here live in Rangers Radio. Maybe come on and tell us what grandparent you're taking to the game on the 16th of December. Right, Bridgeman, get the pencil and paper out and use your team.
For tomorrow night?
No, week and Sunday.
Okay. Well, tomorrow night's team, and it's obvious the goalkeeper is the same, so it'll be, what's his name, McGregor in goal. And it'll be Tav, Goldson, Helander, and Barisic. In my opinion, it's going to be Ryan Jack, Stephen Davis, and Glenn Kamara. And then it's going to be Ojo. I think it'll be Ojo anyway. On the right, Morelos, and I think it'll be Ryan Kent, based on what we've seen tonight. Kent's fit enough and he's going to be in it. So it'll be Ryan Kent.
So basically, that's the same team as Sunday, is that right, Bridge?
Yes, just about, yeah. In fact, it is. It is, yeah.
That's the same team as Sunday. All right, Fox, will be your good self. Any changes to that?
Same team, really, bar Ojo out and Arfield in.
Me too. Well, we'll be joined by JFK, who always like to put his teams out there. How are we doing, JFK? How's things, Malbucker?
Evening, guys. How are you all tonight? I'm good.
Yeah, all right. How's your good self? How are you keeping, mate?
So. I was planning to go to the game tonight, but feeling a bit rubbish today, so...
Not worth it, mate. No worth
it. Battering out there. But I was talking to our good friend Stevie today, and he's told me he was going to give us a match report. So I wonder if he'll call in. But if you're out there, Stevie, let us know. I hope you're all keeping well, guys, up in Glasgow where I stay in the West End in Peterson Park. It is absolutely battering down with rain.
Love it.
I've heard a lot of places in Glasgow called the West End, but never Peterson Park.
North Yoker. It's North Yoker.
North. East West Yoker, Knightswood.
East West. I love it, pal. I love it. How are you keeping all right, eh?
I'm getting there, mate. About another week. I'm not going to the game tomorrow either.
Right,
I'm just
okay.
not for it. So,
were you feeling a wee bit bad today, Jimmy?
I just feeling a bit, just join the dots and win a prize, as they say,
And how's the missus then?
Missus, she's doing well, thanks. So looking after each other. But things are going good. Apart from that,
It's this emergency war, terror, Rangers Radio.
Anyway, guys, Tunnock's caramel wafers. I absolutely detest them.
You don't like them?
No.
Do you dunk them?
No. The only good thing about dunking is plain chocolate digestive biscuit, mate.
Alright, not even a custard cream, JFK?
No, I remember at school we used to get gypsy creams. They were absolutely wonderful. These dark biscuit gypsy creams, they were lovely.
School.
I went to Hamilton Crescent, mate, but they gave you a gypsy cream, you danced. It used to be a Jacob's cream cracker, you go to Hammy. You do butter on it.
It's team for the Monday night, mate.
Obviously, McGregor, Tavernier, Goldson, Helander, Barisic, Aribo, Davis, Jack, Arfield, Kent and Alfredo. 2
changes you've got then for Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah, gives you thinking on Aribo for Kamara.
I just think Aribo gives more going forward, mate. I just think we need to attack this team for the very English, and I think that's where they might use Arfield as well. I don't think there's much point in trying to. I think our back four will be able to contain them. I think we need to go. I think Stephen Davis will do a good job in there, same as Jack, but I'd rather see Aribo getting a chance in there than Kamara tomorrow night, and I'd like to see Arfield in for Ojo. I think he'll give us more in that position. That's my only thinking of that. I've kind of fell out a bit with Ojo. I just think that, as I say, I used the word he was a worst player.
Have you told him?
Aye. But I just think that I think that's my only reason for the change. I think that experience with Arfield there or maybe do it for us. But hey ho, we know what the manager's like.
All right, we've got slight interference coming for your good self, GFK. A wee bit of buzzing coming. I don't know if there's any you can maybe sort locally there. You don't need to drop out, just try and see if you can sort it. Nobody's mentioned Brandon Barker, Fox, who was one of the heroes in the away tie. I know he's had a knock since, but could we be surprised and see him tomorrow night?
We could indeed, but I think he'll bring Arfield in for his experience. That's my only reason for taking Ojo out the team. I think that Arfield's experience might be vital tomorrow night. That's my only reason for that. Brandon Barker played well enough in the game in Porto. Nobody expected him to be on the park, and turned out he had a very good game. So the manager's full of wee surprises, so we maybe get one tomorrow night. I'm
not saying Ojo played poorly, but for me, even after Sunday's performance, the jury's still out. He had a couple of decent runs and worked hard enough for the team, but I never seen a lot of quality, I've got to be honest. But everybody sees the game slightly different. And I hope he comes in and scores a winner tomorrow night. I'd be delighted for the boy if he could do the same as he done against Feyenoord. I wouldn't have him.
Welcome to the O2 messaging service. Oh. The person you are calling is unable to take your call. Please leave your message after the tone. To re-record your message, key # at any time.
That was quick. That was sweet and quick on us. Unlucky. Yeah. Unlucky somebody joined. My Big Stevie, the Big Stevie, no?
It was all Berry. He dropped out and I tried to bring him back in there.
And he's obviously looking for somebody to take him to the game in the 16th.
Aye. Oxter, you mention Brandon Barker? Has he been past fit? I know the manager says there's no injuries per se, but is he actually past fit to play?
I can only take the manager what he said, that the only person that wouldn't be playing GFK was Jordan Jones.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's available to be selected.
Yeah. So you changed your team, Bridge?
No. But I think he would be a real. Well, I hope he's there because I really like the boy. I think he's a smashing player for us, and I think he'll be a big bonus. And for instance, you could see, like say Ryan Kent, isn't he? He said himself he's not quite 100%, maybe 80% fit. And match fit. So there you go. Providing we're playing well, of course. Brandon Barker come on and relieve Ryan Kent. I think that'd be pretty cool. That would be. Yeah. I think so. I like the boy Brandon Barker. I like him.
Yeah. I agree with that. Is that buzzing stop now?
Yes, it is, my good mate.
I think it was in the pub.
Did you hit it with a hammer?
I did, mate. I had it with a can iron brew there. Brandon Barker, I think, is just maybe a bridge too far for him at the moment. I was actually surprised to see him on the bench last week. So, but I rate him. I think he's a player, Roxia. I think he'll do well.
I thought he had a bad game in Porto, and it was a great team performance. The boy done all right, but I've not quite seen enough of him yet, GFK, to make my mind up.
Yeah, I did. I mean, what I saw, I have liked. I agree with you there. I think that that there's a chance for him to play more time. But as I've always said, a winning team's got to be the same team for me. And I'm contradicting myself with picking the team up for tomorrow. But I don't think there's a place for the boy Barker at this moment in time. I'm looking forward to seeing Jordan Jones in the future.
You're not allowed to talk about the future.
Aye. But I'd like to see him get a part as well. So that'll be interesting in the coming weeks and months.
I think there's a big place for Jordan Jones if he shows his Midtjylland for him. I didn't think that performance in him, but that Midtjylland game, I love his.
Agree with you there.
He's training with far better quality players than he was with anybody else, even at international level. For Northern Ireland, Rangers have got a really good, rich squad of really good players. Once you start mixing with players like that, you've either got it or you've no. And if you've got it, you'll rise up with them. That's for sure.
Aye. I'm only giving you my opinion, and I've been right before. 1983, I got one right, but Jordan Jones, I thought when I seen him playing against Midtjylland, his performance, his awareness, his intelligence, should have said it again. I didn't know he had. And you think, there's a lot of speed merchants or fast players that lack intelligence, but he showed that night he had it. So he was just getting to a good place, and unfortunately, I think it was just frustration got to him because he was dying to go in the park that day. Go in the park. They lost a second goal and they just frustrated, done a silly thing, and he's paid a heavy price, Fox.
I can just give me a minute. I'm trying to
All right, not a problem.
Call.
He's paid a heavy price, GFK.
Aye, it was rashness, wasn't it? It was trying to. Well, what was he trying to do? I should be saying, on the day he's playing against the puddle drinkers and he's thinking, if I go in hard, and he's come out worse for it, Hello. Oh.
How you doing, guys? Albert here.
All right, Albert.
Albert, how we doing?
Technical problems there.
Don't we know it?
I'm talking all week. My phone was in the pond.
By the way, I brought the Hoffs home for you.
Thanks, mate. Did you put them in a wee bottle for me, aye?
Big bottle with a tiny
Aye, I made a mess at the time. That's what happened there. I was under the impression that you was having a wee drink at night. At 2 o'clock, I was like, whoops. Aye, I know. I wasn't turning up 5 hours late.
You'd have been fine.
Aye, listen to all you drunks. That'd be good fun, wouldn't it?
Well, it depends. But anyway, enough about that. What's on your mind, old mate?
Just my team for the tomorrow night, mate, to start with.
Right, I'm listening.
No controversy, it's to me that we've got to play our best team, and my best team, I think, for Rangers, right at this present time, is the team that played against Porto ever there. That's our strongest team. At the moment, there's a few players out of form. I'd put them in. I'd definitely, mate, definitely.
All right, okay. JFK.
No, I can see where Albert's coming from, but I don't think Barker will get a game. I don't even think he'll go on the bench, to be quite honest. I was listening to the gaffer's interview. I actually watched it earlier on today, and he's looking buoyant. He's up for it, and Ryan Kent's up for it as well. So, we've all said last night, and we all agree, it's a must-win. I know you said last night, would a draw be a bad result? For me, a draw would be a bad result. I think we need to win the last 2 remaining games at Ibrox to give a good chance of qualifying. So, the team I picked, obviously we've all picked different teams. I think that's the team to go in and win it. And if he's got to bring Barker on, if he includes him in the squad, then he'd probably do a job. But I don't know. I just think if he was going to play him, he'd have maybe gave him a bit of a cameo last week, but he didn't. So no, I don't think at the moment there's a place for him at this particular time. I don't think it's going to happen as soon as.
Frenchman.
I think I would keep my team as it is now, personally speaking, although I did emphasise a couple of minutes ago, if Brandon Barker had been 100% fit, and if you follow what I mean, then he may have been in with a good shout, and I could have seen us replacing Ojo with Brandon Barker, for instance. I do like Brandon Barker. I think he's a smashing player. things are looking up for him, in my opinion. But right now, I would go with Ojo, Morelos, and Kent up front. Obviously the defence and goalkeeper and the midfield remain the same for me, definitely.
All right. Let me think about it. I think the back four will be the same. Are you asking me what my team will be or what I think the manager's team will be?
Well, Beth, give your team first. Give your team.
Right. I don't think you can change the back four. You've got to be fair, even though there might be other ones that you maybe this season you prefer. But Golson seems to be coming into his own, has been steady. We're not losing goals, so the back four is a constant at the moment. Stephen Davis and Jack, I think, are shoo-ins. And then you're down to the conundrum of Aribo, Arfield, Kamara. I think if I was picking the team tomorrow, I would go with Kamara, only because as long as Porto don't score, we're in a really good situation in the group, because we could actually be knocking them out in the head-to-head if we end up with the same points with them. So if they don't score tomorrow, it doesn't matter what we do. And then you've got Aribo to bring on to maybe give a boost. Then you're looking for Kent and Morelos. I think I would definitely start, and I think I would give Arfield another go, and I think the manager will do that. So all the teams are pretty similar. I don't think Barker will get in, but if you listen to the show before the away tie in Porto, I don't think anybody mentioned Brandon Barker. Albert.
Mm-hmm. I think the team in Porto is our strongest team, guys. On form, I'm talking about, it's the strongest team. They proved that ever there. Biggie, Ebo, and Arfield are off form. It's just, I'm not saying they're bad players, they just happen to be off form. They're no firing all cylinders, put it that way. I don't think they're playing particularly bad. Ojo is you never know what you're going to get for that boy, you know what I mean? It's what you're not going to get is 90 minutes. Like, you're not getting that. But as far as I'm concerned, that team, the Porto team that played away, is the strongest team sitting at the moment. And then the Sunday there, they came out, and that was near enough the same team apart from Ojo, with Barker on the bench. No, I definitely think he'll play. I definitely think the manager sees it that way. I know Jones, Murphy are injured, know what I mean? So they'll come back in. The strongest team will change during the season to see what our strongest 11. But in my opinion, our strongest team is that team.
I don't think you're going to get too many people disagreeing too much with you anyway, because it is the same team, isn't it? You're talking the three best midfielders at the moment. The defence hasn't done anything wrong. Those four defenders haven't done anything really bad. So.
Well, put it this way, Bridge. Put it this way, Paul. Is when you bring Big Aribo into the team, I don't think it makes us a better team at the moment. I don't think it makes us a better team. Yeah, same as Arfield. I don't think Arfield, the way he's playing it, if you bring him into the team, he makes us a better team. But if you bring Barker into the team, and he's on his game, he does make you a better. He does make you a better team. Same as Kent, same as Morelos, same as Kamara. Kamara on his game makes you a better team.
Sorry, Albert. Sorry, I was a wee bit of lag there. I thought you were finished. I do apologise. What I was going to say was that I agree with you. Aribo, I think Aribo's a smashing player, but he's going to have to be a real top form to oust Jack, Davis or Kamara in our midfield, because they three are playing very well together. Up front, well, Kent has been injured, so he's just come back. Otherwise, Aribo could have actually had the outside left spot, and if it hadn't been him, it could have been a battle between him and Barker, because I really like Barker, and I think he's going to be a really, really good player for us as he goes forward. Ojo, I'm not going to take too much away from him, because after Sunday I thought he played quite well. So a couple of wee times there, 4 or 5 times, he let the ball run away from him. Maybe that was just tiredness, I don't know, or just lack of concentration. But when he was on the ball, he played quite well.
One was in the first half.
No, but I'm saying there was a couple of times, and I'm just saying, and I don't know whether it's got lack of concentration or tiredness near the end, whatever. But the truth is, I think Ojo is a very good player, I really do. But he needs to actually bring his whole game, and play for the whole time he's in. That's what he needs to do, in my opinion.
To my mind, I know. See, like say Aribo, Arfield, King, Doherty. They're all system change players. So you need to change your system to fit them in. Your guys like Murphy, Jones, Stewart and all that, and Ojo, they can fit straight into the 4-3-3. It's just straight replacements. They're just straight replacements. But if you're wanting the best out of Aribo, Arfield and King and Doherty, you've got to change your system.
4-4-2, huh?
It's something, whatever it is, but to bring them in and put them in a position that suits them. Because they don't fit into 4-3-3.
That's a valid point, mate. Maybe they're working on it in training. Maybe that's how we've not seen as many. But Andy King's, we've not seen much of him. Obviously, we've heard he picked up a knock. But why would you bring him in this now? Why would you even contemplate it when you've got two guys playing absolutely magnificent at the three? You know, it makes it hard for him to get in it.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, anybody, as Bridge pointed out, anybody breaking into that midfield needs to be playing out their skin, absolutely their skin, because Davis and Jack, there's nobody any better than they two in the club at the moment, just nobody. And Kamara, and I was with you with Kamara. I like Kamara a lot, but he needs to cut out the blind passes. They're in caught in possession. He needs to get stopped that as well. I mean, he gets caught in possession. Not a lot, but it's enough to cause you damage against a good team. But he's blind passing. He needs to cut that out. He really does. That'll make him a bad player.
When he gets caught, when he does it once and it gets caught out, you think to yourself, he's going to watch what he's doing. No, he seems to go and do it again. So maybe 2 or 3 and he decides, no, I'm not doing it anymore, you know. But that is very infuriating. And he wasn't alone. There's a number of players, certainly in the very recent past, have done that. But I think he's a far better player. I think those 3 are the best midfield players that we've got in our squad. I don't know how whether the boy King would fit in just automatically. If he was fit enough, he could just go in there and take over. If Ryan Kent would to be dropped or rested or whatever, King could maybe go in there. I don't know. Only the manager can tell us that.
King could he play with Ryan Kent plays, Bridge?
No, I'm just using Ryan Kent as an example. Right. He's a midfielder. I believe I'm right saying that King's a midfielder. So we've got 3 people that have got those places now. Could you take any one of them out and place Ryan Kent, that boy King in? I don't know. Only the manager could see that. Well, it's very difficult to take somebody out and say, right, yeah, take his place. Difficult.
I'm interested to see how it pans out with Andy King, but I don't know how much game time he's going to get since we brought him on. Anyway, gentlemen, get yourself a mute. We're going to have a tune. Here we go.
And marching on through the years of history. Heads held on high, how far the jersey they would do or die. Oh, fight, fight for right, play the game with a badge of glory. We'll lose or draw, well, that's the Glasgow Rangers story. See them march on, banners high as they fly before you, loyal and true. On the wing to cheer the boys in blue, oh, follow they will, marching on through the song of glory. We'll lose or draw, well, that's the Glasgow Rangers story. the Glasgow Rangers. Have you seen the boys in blue? Well, they're admired by all who know them. If you knew them, so would you. For they have played in Monaco, they have played in the USA. But the greatest game in history is the game on New Year's Day. For it's the home of famous heroes, and their praises they have been sung. Willie Waddle, Tory Gaelic, Alan Martin and George Young. And when all my life has ended, and when death has made its mark, will you scatter all my ashes on the slope of Ibrox Park? And what the angels I'll be singing up in heaven, they're up above. I'll be singing, follow, follow, to the Rangers that I love. And with my flute I will be playing in the valleys and the glens. I'll be happy and contented when the Rangers win again. See them marching on through the years of history. It's head on high, up for the jersey they would do or die. Fight, fight for right, play the game with a badge of glory. Win, lose or draw, well that's a Glasgow Rangers story. See them march on, banners high as they fly before you, loyal and true. On the wicket cheer the boys in blue, oh follow they will, marching on to the songs of glory. Win, lose or draw, well that's a Glasgow Rangers story. Win, lose or draw, well that's a Glasgow Rangers story.
Win, lose or draw, oh, that's a Glasgow Rangers story. Yes! Into them Rangers.
That's an old classic, isn't it?
Brilliant. Brilliant number. Brilliant number.
Would that be fair to say then that that's an old classic, GFK?
Definitely.
Did you dunk that, an old classic?
Oh, I've dunked an old classic, mate, in my time, aye. Quite a few old ones. You asked a question and I've told you the truth.
Yes, we're talking about biscuits, remember?
Oh, well, I was talking, what did you think I was talking about?
Oh, I'm sure you were.
Steady, boys.
We're always steady. And ready. Yeah, right, so Brandon Barker, a bit of debate about Brandon Barker. I made the comment all better. I've not really seen enough of him to judge. But you're saying, for you, best performer of the season, so it means he's part of the best team. Controversial, Fox. We all bear there. What's your thinking?
On Brandon Barker, pal?
Yes.
I've not really seen that much. He had a good game in Porto, but the manager is picking players, especially attacking players, I think, on the defences they're playing against. Some defenders are slow, some are quick, and I think he's very in the attackers in that way. And I think Brandon Barker was brought in Porto for his pace, hoping we could hit on the break, and that's how it turned out.
That's fair, but his all-round play, Holberg, he's gave me a reputation of being a bit of a flying machine. I think he scored 1 goal so far. If memory serves me right, but he's not been in the team greatly, but the big statement you're making is he's part of our best team.
Yep. Absolutely, mate. His work rate alone in that game proved it. Big Ojo should have been in the team. If he'd have put that work rate in, plus his ability, he would have been in the team, but he's not doing that, so you can't put him in the team. So Brandon Barker come in there on that night, and that's the best football especially second half, that's the best football we've played this season. We've played some good stuff out this season, but that's the best we've played this season. It was absolutely superb. And if you play Porto after the park and that second half as we did, that proves a point. I mean, that's mad. I'm only saying, what's the rest of the guys? What's your strongest teams? No, I mean, what do you think your strongest team was?
Can I come in there, Ox?
Yeah, so we go, JFK.
When you say the best team, Albert, what do you mean? Do you say that based on that one game against Porto, a week game, or do you think that he is part of what we would say the starting 11 we should have every week?
Aye, I think you should be starting 11 every week.
No, I can't agree with that. It's everybody's opinion, but I don't see where you get that for that one game, mate.
Well, I get it for Jimmy. I get it for the fact that that was the best football we played, and Aribo and Arfield would probably be in the starting 11 as the best team, but they're not in form. So I'm taking it on for him. The wee boy came in and done a fantastic job.
Sorry to interrupt me, but you can't take on in form means that you're playing consistently well. He's played well in one game. No, I know that. But I mean, if you're in form, then it means that you're playing consistently well. It can't just because he played one good game against Porto and dropped somebody else who's playing in a winning team. I know I've changed my team for Sunday, but I just want to attack this team, and I just think that Ojo is a weakness. But I certainly wouldn't be putting Brandon Barker in it. And I did.
What's your strongest team then, Jimmy?
Oh,
forget about this game. Just your strongest team for this season so far. No, it will change. I'm not going to hold you. It will change as the season goes on.
I would say the strongest team I knew would be McGregor, Tavernier, Golson, Hollander, Barisic, Aribo, Davis, and Jack, Arfield, Kent, and Fred. And obviously my subs would be Katic, Jordan Jones, probably Barker. No, so we've got a good squad of players, Katic. So, I mean, I can understand what you're saying based on the Porto game, the last time we played them, Albert. But for me, the best team is a team that's playing, and that's a forum team. And I don't think he's actually gained that, should be gained that at this moment in time. Although I do rate him, I'm not disrespecting him. I think he's a player, but he's only played one decent game, a really good game against Porto. So for me, I don't think he merits being part of the forum team now. That's my opinion, the same as yours, mate.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It's not about opinions. I mean, going on forum, I'll be honest with you, I'll put it out there. I wouldn't have voted you anywhere near the first 11, but the manager sees it different from me.
Yeah.
I mean, I know he doesn't know much about football as me, but that's not the point. Everybody sees it different.
Yeah.
What a shocker.
The reason I came out with this, I know, Jimmy, is the reason I came out with this, apart from trying to justify having them in, but the reason I came out with this is, see when we talk about what's the most important game, the league game, the UEFA Cup game or whatever, I mean, I say all our decent players of our first 11 should be held back for, or the majority should be held back for the league games. That's the resource I would hold back for the league games. That's the priority, Amy. So you need to have a starting 11, a strongest starting 11 in your head, so you can actually say, well, I'm holding some of them back. They're getting held back for that reason, because all our good resources, all our informed resources is going towards the league. So that's the reason I said that. That's the reason. That's where I'm coming from with it.
Yeah, but we had that debate last night. I mean, I'm in the same camp as yourself. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not bothered about tomorrow night's game, obviously, because I want us to win it, but my priority, as I said last night, Oxford asked the question for you all. No, what would your priority be? What is the biggest game? And I know some guys said the next game. And of course it is, but for me, as I say, me and you are singing after the same hymn sheet. For me, Sunday's the biggest game for me, all day long,
Yeah, I agree.
And if we get a result tomorrow, I'll be really happy, and I'll be disappointed. Obviously, we don't get a result, but I'm like yourself. The prize for me is the Premiership, and as Mark keeps calling it, he calls it the Europa League gravy, and I can understand Fox's thinking on it. I know, like the money situation and there's good prestige in getting far in the cup, but I don't want it to distract from what I feel is our biggest prize, which is the Championship, mate.
Totally agree.
Well, we'll see. Well, what a position to be in.
Yeah.
Bridgeman, eh? We're talking European ties. We're hoping to get the group. Stevie Gerrard, he's not lost a European tie, is he? Well, last year, the three teams, Vienna, he beat. We drew with the Russian stuff in each. We could have won it. The rest in the last minute. I can still see that chance. How they managed to put that out of the bar. And then the game against Villarreal. When Quinteus gets sent off, we seen out the game with 10 men quite comfortably, really. And then obviously the qualifying, that Wedge result was a good result for me, and then obviously we beat Feyenoord. So at home, his record's pretty good, Bridge.
Yeah, look, I can't explain it any better than saying I'm absolutely over the moon with our performances in Europe. And our manager's got a tremendous, how can we say it, record in Europe. I don't think, as you said, I don't think he's been beaten once in that sense, certainly Ibrox anyway. It's amazing. And here we are, where, we're not that far away from, it's only 7 years ago we were down in the depths and we're back up here again and we're at the top of the league, joint top of the league. We're in the finals of the cup and we're playing in Europe. I can't say this enough, we can only go one step at a time. And no matter what we do, one step at a time is the only way we can go. Because that step, whatever happens at that step, can make a big difference to how we go forward. And we can't do anything else but go forward. So if we go out tomorrow night and play really well, then that's a big tick in the box for the big box get ticked. And then we go into the league then and we play in the league. But we must follow on. We must play. If we play well tomorrow night, we can't go into the league and play badly. We've got to do both. So that, to me, that's the way I look at it. We've got to be in there, do it, get a result, and then go into the league, play against Livingston and get a result. That's what I want. And it's only one at a time. We can't go past this. We can't go past the European ties. We can't forget about them. We can't do nothing. We must compete. And I don't see any Rangers fans saying, put a weekend side out because we're not interested. I don't think we can do that. Personally, I don't think we can do that, So we need to play it and we need to give it our best. And we go where we go. It may be a handicap to us at certain times in our mind. It may not.
Can I ask Albert a question there? Just going on with what Bridge said, and I didn't pick up there. It was Bridge that reminded me. Would you say that you would put out a weekend team tomorrow night, Albert?
I wouldn't say it was a weekend team, Jimmy, because I'm quite happy that we've got the 18, 19 players that I'm quite comfortable with getting into the team. So I wouldn't say it's a weekend team. I would just say you're in form team. That's the way I would put it. You're in form team. Should be held for the league.
Right. So you would be like treating it like the day down south for the EFL Cup that play their second string basically. I don't agree with that. I agree we should play our strongest team tomorrow and hopefully win it. But I think we can
I'll give you a question, right? I'll give you a question, right? We come runners up in the League Cup. We come second in the league. We come runners up in the Scottish Cup, and we don't get out we get out the group stages in Europe. Is that a successful season?
No. I mean, I'm the same as yourself. I mean, I'm greedy. I'd like to win everything. Fox has said the same as us all. But I'm agreeing to your point about. I mean, the Sunday's games are more important for me. Might not be for every other Blue Nose. But I agree with what Bridgie's saying, that the fact is that I would never ever go out and play a weekend team just because to keep a team for Sunday to win the league. I mean, of course I want Rangers to win every single game that we play in, but I don't think it would do anybody any good. I mean, the team's not just the 11 on the park over. The team's every member of the staff. And if we put out a second string tomorrow night against Porto and we get hammered, that's not going to do anybody any good. You know, getting out and maybe getting roasted, maybe 4 or 5 nothing at Ibrox, and that's something we don't want to see. So we've got to play our full first team tomorrow night, and obviously we've got to play the same team on Sunday. But what I'm saying is, the question that Oxshare asks is, pick a game if you can, and my priority would be that to win would be the Livingston game. But I still want to win tomorrow night. But I certainly want to play a weakened team.
We could have asked Bridge, he didn't want to play. He didn't want to play all there. He was a killjoy. I would tell you now.
That's a shocker, that boy.
I like to see goals in football, but I'd take 3 Bridges the next 3 games if that makes next 3 games.
I would take a Bridge result every game at the end of the season.
Aye.
Every game, but obviously we want to. But I know what you're saying, you know. So I'd go for a 1-0 in every game we all would, and the prize is there for the end of the season.
But if we were playing Ross County at home, mate, we wouldn't be on here saying, it's going to only be 1-0. We'd be disappointed, wouldn't it?
If we were playing Ross County at home to win the league, would you be bothered?
No, I wouldn't. But
no, well, that's what it is. You know, I mean, it doesn't matter at tight. I know it's good to be entertained, and we should be beating teams like Ross County hands down easily at Ibrox, but Bridges, I mean, we all laugh and have a joke when Bridge says I'll have a 1-0, but if we win every game 1-0 for new the season, we're champions.
Oh, Ben, you got a pen there?
Say that again, mate.
You got a pen?
Somewhere, how is going?
Write this down. JFK, 6th of November. Happy we 1-0 once. When he comes in, it's horrible. That was talking crap.
No, I don't. I know you're putting me on the line there. You know, I'm. You got me there, didn't you? You got me in the trap there. But I mean,
you're spot on. You're spot on. If we win every game to the end of the season.
That's it. I mean, see, we're not talking about 1-0s and all that. Any victory does me. I don't care if it's 1-0, 10-0, 3-2, 5-4. I don't care as long as we win. I said that before. Winning football's everything.
Right. I don't mention this time. We have to win tomorrow night. I want us to win, but I don't know if it's the end of the world if we don't, as long as we can manage to take at least 4 points out of the last 2 games. But we'll see. Interesting. What a good place for in Bridge, Banner.
Absolutely, pal. Absolutely. The Bridgeman, his heart's in only one place, and that's our Ibrox. I just want everything to be good for our club from the top to the bottom. I want it to be good. If the club make a decision that they're not going to go for the European games, they're going to do this, I will back them. Whatever they do. What I don't want to do is go out there, pay our money to go in. Not that the money matters in a great sense, but and watch an inferior product. I want us to go out and play the best we can with the players that we've got, because we've got 20 or 22 players there in our squad that are every bit as good as any other squad in this wee country that we live in. And like Albert said a minute ago, we should be able to mix and match. Once we get our coaching right with everybody and they're all happy, we should be able to mix and match, and you shouldn't really see the difference. It should be quite seamless. Obviously, we'll have 11 or 12 players that are our top, but we must be able to move them out and put other boys in, give them a shot, and so on and so forth. I don't know whether we're ready for that yet, but we should be quite close. That's the way I want it.
Interesting. Great. We're talking about a team, Porto, coming to Ibrox. They could hardly beat Elgin City not that long ago. Elgin City, aye?
Absolutely. Elgin City, pal.
Aye. And now we're talking about Porto coming to Ibrox. All right, I know they're no Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Juventus, you know, but they're a top team in European football in the last 25 years.
But see, that's the thing. Sorry, Oxford, that's the thing, that we're not getting the credit for that. I mean, the puddle drinkers in the media are all bumping their gums about that their group is a Champions League group, right? Lazio's never been in the Champions League. Cluj have been in it once. Rennes have never been in it. We're playing tomorrow.
How did Cluj get in it this year, TFK?
I think they did, aye.
Yeah, they did, because they beat Celtic. They put Celtic out.
And then what happened?
Aye.
And then they went through, and then they dropped out, you know.
Aye.
No, they've not dropped out. Yeah, they'll never get into the group. If the group's up in the finish.
Yeah. But
so what happened was they knocked out them, and then they never made it.
No, exactly. No, but our group, but the Monday night we have played a team, Porto, who have won the European Cup, Champions League, obviously, twice. They've won the Europa League twice, and they've won the European Super Cup once. You know what I mean? Young boys have played, and young boys are Bayern, beg your pardon, have played before in the Champions League. You know, and obviously Feyenoord have. So ours is a Champions League group, and it's a hard group. They don't get the credit. They're bumping their gums a bit with the group they're in. They're not in a Champions League group. You know,
Jimmy, I don't listen to them. See that wee rat over there. He comes out with all this crap, by the way. It's a Champions League group. No, it's not. It's a Europa League group. You're in the Europa League. You're not in the Champions League. If it was a Champions League group, they'd be in the Champions League. They're not in the Champions League. We're not in the Champions League. So we don't go. And I wouldn't argue the point that way. They argue that point. The point of the matter is they're in the Europa Cup, and that's where they've been. When's the last time they were? They're talking about everybody else's European Champions League teams. When's the last time they were in the Champions League themselves? Yeah. They're not even a Champions League team. They're barely a Europa League team, to be honest with you. Yeah. But let that wee rat argue all he wants, the way he wants. He's just an idiot, just a complete idiot. Is it not? It'll be time for a straight jacket soon anyway. You know what I mean? Don't want to worry about him.
Is it not just a case that that's the way they want to be seen? As
of
they
course
want them
it
to
is.
Be seen as Champions League, and they want to refer to the wee group that they're in. They're all Champions League teams. That's what they want to hear. So the
story is, Briggs. I mean, the story in Scotland is Rangers came for the third division, and now they're playing Porto, a team that has won the Champions League twice, as Jimmy's pointed out. I mean, that is the story. That's a fantastic story in any other country but here, because it's Rangers. What a story that is. And within 6 years, within 7 years, whatever it was, you know what I mean? It's a fantastic story. We keep getting told how far they are ahead of us. Oh, they've got mega bucks there. Oh, they're years and years ahead of us. There you are sitting neck and neck. We're going to meet them in the final. What another fantastic story for the Rangers. But did they pick that up? No. What are they going about? How fantastic that brigade are. Forget about them. They're nothing. I've no fear of them whatsoever. Glasgow Rangers are the biggest club in Scotland, if no Britain, if no the world. If we've got an argument for a lot, and what we've done in that journey we've come back for is fantastic, absolutely fantastic. If they don't want to give the credit and show themselves in a good light to the rest of the world and the rest of the world media by giving Rangers credit, well, they're fool them, because it'll blow up in their face one day and it'll come back to bite them. End of rant. Sorry, guys.
Good rant, mate. Good rant.
Good rant as well. Good rant as well.
I think the point. I don't know. I think Lazio have been in the Champions League, GFK, but when we talk about Champions League teams, we're talking about maybe teams that are in it, 7 years out of 8, your Juventuses, your Barcelonas, the teams that are, established in it. We're not talking about teams who maybe have one season in it and they're not in it for the next 20 years, Is that the point you're trying to make, GFK?
They've never been in the Champions League.
They were in it against, I think they played Chelsea in 2000 and odd in it.
You sure?
I think so, mate. I think they did. Either that or Wikipedia's telling me lies.
Oh well, doesn't matter anyway. I don't go on Wikipedia and all that. I don't. You know better than that. I just get piddled off when I hear that.
Put it this way, but let's be honest about it. It was 16 years ago.
Yeah. Well,
I don't trust anything that's got Pedia in its name anyway.
Well, that's true.
But I just want to know, somebody wants to know if you pump yourself out to take a grander along to the game.
Aye, I'll take a grander, aye. I'm a grander.
That's what I mean. I think they're wanting to take you.
All right, sorry, mate. You don't want to sit next to me at a game, mate, man. You ain't a gaff my nut to know. You want to see me at games, man. Oh, fuck.
No.
Terrible. See if anybody kicks a Rangers player, here, I'm in orbit, by the way. I go to games with a bit of string and a bit of rope tied to my ankles so the guy next to me can keep me in my seat.
Right, who's going with Albert? GFK?
I might go with Albert, aye.
Might be entertaining, eh?
Aye, that would be good, aye. A couple of swells.
Swell what?
Well, I'm not telling you. You've got your day, I'll have mine.
Brilliant, pal, brilliant.
You're not quite there to get pimped out for to take a grand of JFK. You're a wee bit short, aren't you?
Oh, I'm a good 5 years short of that, pal.
You're a wee bit short.
Made you look it, so maybe I'd get away with it.
I felt
I
it.
mean, Jimmy, me and you get in the boys' game now. We're still young enough to get in the boys' game.
Ah, you better believe it, mate. I wish.
I wish you hadn't said that, Albert. Too many gags, but I won't. Right. Right. So, I get your point where we are. Not getting the credit. I think that's a great point, Fox. You're a study of all things Scottish media, and there's a few people starting to turn you. I think it was your good self mentioned that Morelos has started to get highlighted in a different light slowly. Maybe one result for some of them realising, wait a minute, this Rangers aren't a bad outfit. Foxy boy.
Well, they're only realising what the Rangers support are saying. We are a good side. And I hope we show it tomorrow night. I hope we show how good a side we are and have a good battle with Porto here. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. I've said it already. I was away on looking at the Porto fans group there with Google Translate, trying to see if...
How's your Portuguese?
Well, I go Google Translate. I was trying to see if there was MD on there saying I'd rather win against Boa Vista on Sunday than winning this Europa League game, but there wasn't MD. My God, Porto are coming here. They know what's at stake for them. A defeat tomorrow night puts them in trouble in this group, and they'll be wanting to win this game every bit as much as we will. I just hope that we can turn up on the night, show our best form, and absolutely win the game with the odd goal. That's what I think. I think it'll be a high-scoring game, mate. I can see it being 3-2. I think it's going to be that open. And then the press, if we get a result tomorrow night, the press need to admit whether they want it or no that we are a good side.
Albert.
Aye, well, I don't think they have to admit it because they've not admitted nothing so far positive towards Rangers. No, I don't think that. Aye, and I definitely want to win. I'm not saying I want the Rangers to get beaten. I want Rangers to win, of course I do. And I agree with Jimmy. They will put the strongest team out, of course they will. And if we get the victory, the way it's going to annoy me is if we don't get the victory, they're going to jump over the top. I mean, I'm still not going to get. They're just waiting there to stick a boot into you every time. You know what I mean? But the way I would look at it tomorrow, we go out there and we win. We just say to them, get it right round. You know what I mean? There you are. Show you what we're all about. And I think we've already done that anyway. But aye, I want the victory. Of course, I want the victory. Over there, cheering on like everybody else.
You wouldn't believe. I've just got a text from my cousin. You wouldn't believe. I don't know if it's true or not, but I would imagine he's no telling me lies. But we've got a huge game again for tomorrow night. Massive game for tomorrow night. And apparently the Sun online has put with a story saying that something about Rangers, that Rangers are teetering on the edge of administration. I don't know what the story is. It might be a mix-up of this, that, and the next thing, and Dave King this or
Where is that coming from?
Apparently the Sun online newspaper.
Could that be that Hollycomb raw?
Well, whatever. I'm only saying that it's so. How can we say this? We've said it a lot. You know, a real negative.
I'll read out what the headline says. Yeah.
Go on, pal.
Mm-hmm.
Gerrard could end up in turmoil at 2012 if King walks away, say finance expert.
Right, yeah, so they've got another finance expert. God almighty. So that's their headline, right? And we're playing in Europe tomorrow night, and there's a story bubbling away there for the last God knows how many years, 30, 40 years, and they don't write a crumb about it. But they make up this story. This could happen if, that could happen if. Exactly.
I mean, obviously, if we get relegated with the size of the squad and the wage bill we've got, we're in trouble.
Indeed.
Aye.
Oh, yeah.
Genius.
We'll win the championship, that's for certain.
Aye. But if we go to this group, Fox Rights is worth 4 million. So there's potentially you're closing that 10 million funding gap. There's extra seats that were sold, the seats that have been sold and the revenue stream that's coming in. The 10 million is based on last year's figures. The way we're selling at the stadium, people are buying stuff. I was in a Rangers shop on Saturday. Let me try and get my days right here. Saturday morning, it was mobbed with people buying stuff. All this revenues we didn't have this time last year. I know the shop happened roughly this time, but it's all new stuff. I mean, they're talking about their backside. If you actually go through the accounts properly and look at them, yeah, there's an issue, but there's no funding problem in where we are, and we've got assets on the park that we've never had for, I don't know, since 2011. Yeah.
I agree with that, mate. No argument there. You're right. But, I mean, that's typical, you know. I mean, it's all the feel-good stories for them and rubbish for us. But when we're talking about stories, I was scanning different things today and that, and nobody's mentioned it. Do you see there's any truth in the rumour about the story about the St Mirren goalkeeper? That he says that Rangers he's been approached by Rangers and there's...
But I don't know if, depending on his contractual situation, I don't know if he can approach anybody at the January transfer window, mate. So, and again, somebody's bumping their gums on the press.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it says that his contract ends the end of this season. And I've not got it in front of me now, but I just what I read today and said that he's had some sort of negotiations with Rangers, and I'm saying to myself, well, where did that come from? You know, you're not like you can't come out and say Rangers. He's saying that he's spoken to Rangers, and he's telling everybody that Rangers are back to the legally. And I mean, you can't approach any player and
basically. Aye. There's no January before we can speak to anybody. Exactly. You know, so I just...
So it's another story. It's another negative story made up.
Of course it is. That's what I'm saying.
Just disgraceful. And
you've got to remember, guys, you've got to remember, this press are getting paid today, corporate assassination on Rangers, and they have been for the last few years, since really we come back up. They're dirty. And that affects our commercial side of things as well. This is what they're after. They don't want the business to grow. They don't want Rangers to grow. So there's a brown envelopes getting, and we all know who's passing the brown envelopes about to the press. And I bet they're selling themselves cheap because the mob that are doing it, paying them, they've got them out of a barrel and they just don't realise it. But corporate assassination on Rangers, muddy their name so the commercial side and sponsorship don't want to get near you. That's what they're after, guys. That's what that mob across the city want to happen as well. They want to keep us down. So don't worry about it. I mean, if it's not on the Rangers site, I don't listen to it. It's as simple as that. They can write what they want. They could tell me it's night time, and if it's not on that Rangers site, I don't believe them.
I was just meaning in the sense that the way we were speaking, you know, that you're not going to get credit for this, you're not going to get credit for that. All of a sudden, they've got this story full of ifs and buts. And if Dave King walks away in 2 years, this, that, or next thing, and it's just utter mince, you know. And it's a made-up story, fake news on the eve of a huge European tie. That's all I was meaning. I didn't mean it by any other thing than that.
It's called corporate assassination, mate. That's what it's called. That's what they're doing. They're trying to undermine the club. They're trying to keep sponsorship away from you. They're trying to muddy your name. They're trying to make you look a very unattractive proposition. Look at what they're doing to wee Alfredo. They keep trying to keep his price down by, he's this, that, he's the next thing. There's no truth in any of this nonsense. But this is what they're trying to do. You listen to that tip Brazil on his show at times. I mean, all he does is rubbish Rangers. That's all he wants to do. I mean, there's plenty like him. Well, that's what they want to do. There's not much we can do about them. Why you're in? That's what I say. There's not much you can do about it until what Jimmy said and Ridges have said before. Until we get our press department sorted out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or what happens is the results become untenable for them, and they can't turn around and say, if we were to, which we're all hoping we're going to win 55, what they're going to say, oh, it's a poor league. Well, it was a poorer league when there was only one team in it.
Mm-hmm. Well, they'll come out with something about them over there, that something's happened to them, but it's all positive, and they'll bury us. They'll bury us in crap, mate. Absolute crap and drivel. They'll just bury us. Until we start taking some positive steps to rectify all this, it's going to carry on. No matter what we do, it's going to carry on. And every turn and every wee incident that happens at rate. I mean, if a Chris Pope blows by the front door, they'll make it out as a cocaine deal's been done outside Ibrox front door. I mean, they'll do all sorts of nonsense. They've been doing it for long enough, and they'll carry on doing it. I mean, let's be honest about it. I just expect it, but I don't read it. I just Rangers site for me, and if it's no one there, it doesn't exist.
Well, can I ask us on the panel here and the boys in the lobby as well? Are there anybody listening in? Should Rangers do anything on an official? If they looked at this story, would you expect the club to?
No, because there's nothing you can do,
Bridge.
Bridge. A lawyer couldn't look at that, because if that did happen, and nobody else came in, you would be in trouble. So there's no slander or is it libel written? I always get the two mixed up, but there's nothing there because what it said, because it's acting out a scenario. But you're doing it in the press, people take it as being gospel. There's nothing there untruthful.
Anyway, we're back to the game tomorrow night. That's the most important thing, isn't it?
Yep.
Thanks for looking at Hotbox there, by the way. Thank you.
Tell your cousin to stop looking at their papers.
He's probably got a text the same as me. Somebody sent him a text, probably,
3-1 tomorrow night.
3-1. Good man.
Aye. I'm joining Jimmy. I'm talking about the game.
I'm going for 2-1. Tight 2-1.
I'm going for a real nervous Bridgeman.
Yeah.
Aye.
I'm going for a Bridgeman too. But of course, at the back of mine, I'm saying I want us to win 4 or 5. I thought we played really well against that team, really, really well, and I hope we can do. Excuse me. I hope we can go out tomorrow night and get another marvellous result in Europe. Get even scrape. When I say scrape, I want us to play well and get a 1-0 win or more. That would do me. Can we keep a clean sheet and win the game? That would be fantastic for us. Fantastic. It'll boost our confidence, and everybody else in the European area will be looking slightly different at us. Slightly different.
Yeah.
3-1 and Helander hat-trick. That's what I want.
Oh, love it. I love it. Big Helander, my favourite at the moment. My favourite.
How many goals is that? He's got the winner against Motherwell. Get the opening one in a quarter final. He scored against these 5. Is that it? Is that just the 3 he's got?
I think it's just the 3, pal.
Aye. And he's getting there in the box. He gives us a threat that will be Katic's known. Golston's not quite caught that, is he? I know he scored a couple of goals, but different type of goals. Whereas Harlander he's quite a tall unit. He gives us a threat, and obviously he's got a knack in the box that we never knew he had there.
Yeah,
he should be. See, Golston should be used as the decoy for him. But Golston wants to be the guy the ball's gone to, and he's a crap at heading a ball. Let's be honest. Jumping heading a ball, he's hopeless. If he's got to stand there or bend down and heading a ball, he's all right. But he can't jump and heading a ball. But Helander can, Katic can, and Big Edmondson can. So, for my mind, I'd be using Golston as a decoy. Because Big Helander, he's stronger than I thought, Big Helander. He really is, by the way. He's a bit about the boy.
His main thing for me is his reading of the game, mate. He's not got lightning pace, but he's a good reader of the game, yeah.
Oh, he's a superb reader of the game. You can see it. And I just hope somebody's run about him if he needs a bit of pace, because if you get somebody run about him with legs, I mean, he's practically unstoppable. No, I mean, you couldn't get by him. No, I mean, but his reading is superb, absolutely superb.
I think his natural pace. Sorry, Albert. Sorry.
I'm finished, mate. Carry on.
No, I was just going to say, I think his natural pace will come up as well, because he's not. I can't believe he's match fit yet, completely match fit. He's hardly played football at all for quite a while. So the more games he gets into his legs, the better he'll be, and everything else round about him will feel better as well. And I think he's got a great partnership with Barisic, to be honest. Superb.
No, I don't think he's got any pace at all. I think he's got a better pace, but no lightning pace. And let's be honest, when he's running for a ball, he's not the prettiest thing in the world to look at. You know what I mean?
No,
he's no. Was it Jim? Remember Jim came on and did the analysis of the games, and he said about his gait, the way he runs and his gait, he's right with that. He doesn't look good running, I'll tell you that, right? But hey, it's not about looks, and it's about effective. It's been effective, and he does use. He's like Davy Weir a lot of ways to me, that he reads the game superbly well, and he doesn't have to have lightning pace because he reads the game so well. Goldson could learn from him. I mean, don't get me wrong, the other three centre halves could learn from him with that, reading the game. But it's one of these things, I think, innit? You either can do it or you can't do it, innit?
Did you see that a wee statement, guys?
Aye, why not?
Carlos Queiroz, Colombia manager, says, including Alfredo Morelos in the two upcoming games against against Peru and Ecuador later this month. I found it hard to leave him out. His form at this moment in time is good, and I look forward to seeing him play in the next two games. So Alfredo's been named in the Colombia squad for the next two internationals.
So that's him away, mate. Where are they playing the games? They play.
It's usually around about the same time as all the other games.
Where?
Well, it just says it's Peru and Ecuador. It doesn't say exactly where it is. I will find out before the end of the show.
Ecuador play at altitude, didn't they?
Yep.
Well, Peru will be the same as well. They're quite high up, aren't they?
I don't think the Alfredo will shine in that Colombian team, because I don't think that Colombian team's the best Colombian team it's ever been.
Yeah.
There's some good players in it, don't get me wrong, but it's no the Colombian team we know, Jimmy, for years ago. No, I mean, they always had brilliant teams at times. I mean, brilliant football players.
The two of them are away from home. The first one's on the 15th, the 11th in Peru, and the second one's in Ecuador on the 20th.
My only concern is Alfie doing that bit of travelling and that, you know.
Yeah.
But
that's a fair journey, innit?
Oh,
aye.
Aye.
But look, we've got to congratulate him on his form.
Yep.
It's he deserved to be in his get called up his national team. He's been playing well enough.
Yep. And we just need to one with Faribo's going to get called up.
Well, I prefer Ryan Jack to get called up for Colombia myself.
But if we approached the Scotland manager and asked if we could have one of your players left to it, same as Arsenal done, eh?
I wonder if that would go down very well, Jimmy, eh?
Jimmy, we need to ask them to include one of the players so we could ask them to include one of the players, you know what I mean? Because they don't pick Rangers players. Did you see that? I've seen something online with that new tap they've got. Oh, good grief. I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's a wind-up. But
it's hoops, aye.
Aye.
It's a dark blue and a lighter blue hoops, aye.
It's horrendous.
Well, good on them.
Aye, that's what I say. Carry on. I don't care what you wear. I bumped into that James McFadden today. I was going to say to him about that strip, and I went, nah, I don't like you anyway. I had a golf club in my hand and all as well, so I said, nah, I better know.
Don't worry, you'd have missed them.
Was that at the golf course?
Just at a golf range, mate. I was at the golf range in Hamilton today.
All right, cool. Well done.
Then a bit of lunch. Then I lie down.
How is this swing?
Aye, it's just garbage, mate, but enjoy it.
At least you're honest.
You get yourself into scratch golfing then, Albert?
Oh, Jimmy, I couldn't even scratch myself, let alone scratch golf, you know what I mean?
So what kind of handicap were you playing at one time?
Well, I'm playing half a 12 at the moment.
Oh, well, you must have been bloody good when you were younger then, eh?
I didn't take golf up when I was 42.
Well, yes, that's 20 years ago.
You've been playing for 30 years.
I wish I could get the scores 32. Anyway, sorry, mate.
Aye. Well, so
a 12 handicap's a tremendous. You must be a good golfer if you're a 12 handicap, I'll tell you that.
No, I'm a good cheat and I've got a rubber on the end of my pencil.
That sounds a bit right for a good golfer.
Trust me, you don't need to be a good golfer to be 12, mate.
Anyway, what are you going to say?
Yeah, all right. Obviously, big support. The tickets just went. It's not off a dike. The extra ones we get back from Porto.
Yeah.
DVG's put the message out there. He wants the fans to be behind the team. Big pom head in front of you. JFK better.
I'll not be there tomorrow night, so. Aye.
Put a word out about the pom.
Aye, definitely.
How does that work, Brad? How does that work? They give us tickets back. I thought it's that corner they sit in. So how do we put extra supporters into that corner?
It's the way they sell them.
The B had to be held back some of the BF5, the rear, yeah, and the front of the broom one they extended into that. So they gave us them back, and then their bit shrinks right into that corner.
Right.
Yeah. So they've less segregation because they've had less tickets, yeah. If that makes any sense.
Right, it is.
You know.
Because if they took 1,000 or 1,200, they would be pinned straight into a big chunk of the broom lawn. You end up with the first section getting shut down. You know.
Aye, so Brooks, that'll be the biggest crowd at a European tie this season, I would imagine. Foxy boy. So let's get behind the team and roar us on to victory, Fox.
I'll be roaring anyway. That's a wee bit funny with the tickets held back, innit? I don't know how they're going to work. Are you saying that they'll just have that wee section and that alone? How many of them's coming?
Well, I think they're not as many as they hoped.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's ridiculous on match days when you go to Ibrox. I think it was a Motherwell game there. They was lucky if there was half a bus load, but all these seats had to be cordoned off for them. I think Rangers should make a demand that a day before the game that they must give the actual figures and we use up the tickets and put them somewhere else because it's a waste of space at Ibrox and people are scrambling for tickets.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another moan I find.
No, but you're right. You're right, Foxy. I'm sitting at the Brimlon rear. The Copeland rear, and you look up there, and there's maybe 50 or 60, or maybe even 100 people sitting in a wee sort of half a diamond thing there. And wait a minute, you look across, and there's a big chunk of the Broomlawn or a big chunk of the Sandy Jardin there for security. What security is needed that far? There's only 50 or 60 people, whatever it is. Surely we can look after them. Shrink them down and keep them on in one place. Let the Bears get some tickets, for God's sake.
They're also good seats, mate.
Yeah, I'm saying that.
What they could do is beam the Rangers home games into the top tier of that empty had and rent that out for us.
Empty
we could fill that grand enough.
The worst ones was when we played Hamilton. I remember that game at Ibrox. I think there was lucky. It was about 15, and then about 4 or 5 weeks before, I remember saying to my boy Graham when the Livingston came, and it was about the same. And I agree with you, Bridge. I think we need to look at that. You know, there must be about 500 to 700 seats there just sitting empty that could be used, and they put it down to segregation. Come on, there must be a place you can stick them in, like a toilet down the back or something.
Aye, pour a cabin.
Even manage it right. If there's only 50 people or 70 people or something like that, scrunch them in a wee bit so they leave 3 seats at the side. That's for security so that nobody can get to them and they can't get to everybody. Simple. To me, it's simple. And put the stewards up there. That's using up 300 or 400 seats in the Broomlawn stand is just nonsense. 400 seats, that's right there.
Well, we're redeveloping the stadium. As far as I'm concerned, we should make the away bit as most awkward, horrible viewing bit we can make it, and just send the message out to them. We don't want them. We don't want any of them. Stay away. We don't want them. We'll fill Wayne Stadium. Go away. Because we used to give them the full end, no? I mean, they used to give that mob the full end, and then these away supporters, we give them no a bad view. Yet when we go to their away support, go to their ground, treated like crap. Any awkward thing they can do to them, they'll do to them. Any delays they could instill into them, they do it. So as far as I'm concerned, don't make them welcome. Just don't. I give them one lavy. I give one lavy for every 1,000. That's what I would do.
Back at Ibrox tomorrow night, Bridgeman.
Oh yes.
Go get behind the team and drive us on to victory, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You've got a responsibility. You personally.
Me personally, right? Okay.
Get that stone going.
You know, Jimmy, you mentioned about the BBC highlights. I actually went on to iPlayer and watched them. I only watched so much. There was only so much in it anyway, you know. But, you know, it was absolutely astounding that they've got some of the stands were completely empty. Completely empty. And you're thinking, how can they survive? How do these people survive? It's unbelievable. No, we go over to Aberdeen and there's only got, 7,000 there or something of a game. Just shocking. Anyway, that was what I was going to say.
But they're building a new stadium to be empty. That's no bad, isn't it?
Wow, you know. I don't know if
where's the money coming from? Does anybody actually wonder where is the money coming from? How is Scottish football sustained like this? I mean, it can't be right. There's something not right. They're talking about the Rangers accounts. I think they ought to look at the Scottish football accounts, the SFA accounts.
I'll be very honest with Rangers account. I'm happy with the Rangers accounts. I'm quite happy if the board turn in and say, "Don't worry, we'll fix that out. The money will be there. Don't you worry about that." They've done that for the last 5 years or 6 years, so I'm happy, delighted. Anyway,
there was a lot of positives in our accounts, Bridge. Yeah, but there was a lot of one-offs, like the obviously the legal fees, about $3.5 million. There was about 4.6 million we paid in redevelopment Ibrox and Murray Park. There's nearly your 10 million there. So some of these things will disappear as you knock things over. We've got $500,000 coming in for Club 1872. We're in a better place this year than we were last year. That's what's sticking in their throat.
Yeah. Also, I saw something on follow about Herrera. Apparently the Rangers are going to buy his contract or something like that. They don't want him to hang about. His contract's up, wherever.
Well, he's not been there, but he's 6 month pay, so you've got a choice to make. You maybe come to a deal and maybe save yourself some money.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're going to buy the rest of it. Got half and half, so he doesn't come back to Ibrox. Because he's due to come back in December or something like that, January. So, we don't want to ever see him again. That'll be... How much is that? We've paid people's contracts. So we must have got a lot of people contracted as well.
£1.6 million. That's 1.6 million in that account, paying people off.
Yeah. Well, I mean, unfortunately, that's the way it is. We have to, shall we say, shoulder that burden, don't we? Let's get them. I told you before,
Bridge. I told you before. Whoever's doing that in the contracts is dyslexic. They've got it round the wrong way. They don't understand that we're supposed to be getting money for these people. No paying them.
Absolutely.
Anyway, Bridgeman, we've reached that time of the evening.
Oh wow! What can I say? You know, I can't say it too much. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, particularly boys in here on Rangers Radio, absolutely massive game coming up for us tomorrow night. Absolutely massive. And the Bridgeman will be there and we'll be shouting and shouting and shouting, I can tell you. So everybody, keep it going for the Rangers as much as you can. Keep it going because the Rangers need you. Keep it going.
Can I thank everybody for taking the time to join us here at Rangers Radio? Bridge, Fox, JFK, Albert, hope I not missed anybody out. And of course, the one and only Terry for doing all the technicals. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back approximately 7 o'clock tomorrow night, 8 o'clock kickoff, innit? Am I right when I say that? 8 o'clock? Sunday?
Aye.
8 o'clock kickoff. Rangers Radio will be back tomorrow night, 7 o'clock with a pre-match show. Looking forward to the game tomorrow night. Come on, Rangers.
I've been in myself for some years, and my eyes filled up with tears when the Rangers came to Wolverhampton town. So I took a trip along just to hear some famous songs when the Rangers came to Wolverhampton town. I stood there all alone while the boys all down from home sang of Rangers, that team of great renown. And a sight I'd never seen when they sang God Save the Queen, when the Rangers came to Wolverhampton town. There's not a team like the Glasgow Rangers, one of the famous songs they sung, and a sight I'd never seen when they sang God Save the Queen, when the Rangers came to Wolverhampton town. Now on the field below, the boys put on a show, the likes they'd never seen at Molyneux. And it's football, it was grand, from Macmillan, Scott and Brand, when the Rangers came to Wolverhampton town. There's not a team like the Glasgow Rangers, one of the famous songs they sung, and a sight I'd never seen when they sang God Save the Queen, when the Rangers came to Wolverhampton town. Now the league flag must come nearer with men like Bobby Shearer, the way he played at Wolverhampton town. And the world forever after would sing of Jimmy Baxter, for on his head they placed that noble crown. There's not a team like the Glasgow Rangers, one of the famous songs they sung, and a sight I'd never seen when they sang God Save the Queen, when the Rangers came to Wolverhampton town. Now I knew it had to happen, I heard a mighty roar, the famous Glasgow Rangers they had scored. And the sky was white and blue, Wolverhampton shook right through, the loyal rampant Rangers had come through. There's not a team like the Glasgow Rangers, one of the famous songs they sung, and a sight I'd never seen when they sang God Save the Queen, when the Rangers came to Wolverhampton town, when the Rangers came to Wolverhampton town.